I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? Well, listen up! There is a storm coming! Like nothing you have ever seen! And not a one of you is prepared for it! Sleep well in your beds. Because if this thing comes true, there ain't gonna be any more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Scale Mafia here, man. It is up. We have it. We have it, kind of. We're going to talk about this DeLorean right now. I've got Denobi in the house.
What up?
What is up? And Brother Cousins, of course.
What up, what up, what up?
Dude. What's going on with this, man, huh? So,
this is insane. The energy is still flowing through me.
what did we say, man? What did we say? Like 3 months ago, too. I was like, that DeLorean is going to come fucking January.
Yep.
Right? And like,
yep.
Wasn't I running holodeck simulations with you just like 24 hours ago where you were telling me everybody's loving the Joker, man? Everybody's loving I go, well, what if the DeLorean shows up? I go, I turned off the safety. Oh, keep the safeties on, Denobi. Come on, man. We Joker.
I know, but yet here it is.
Getting real. This is what makes this game so dangerous.
Yes. Yeah.
Evangelism likes your hoodie, Denobi.
It's a real nice hoodie.
Oh, this whole thing. I dug this up. I was just laying around the floor. And,
you're like this old thing. Before I get into everybody, man, Kinky Sphincter real quick, celebrating 7 months of membership, dude. What is good, my man? Thank you so much. Avatar, baby. Yeah, that totally got glossed over.
Completely.
I mean, I saw it, but I didn't think about it.
Yep. I'll talk about it tonight. I'm doing a midnight run, but I'll talk about it because I love the film. The film was awesome, but the excitement is still the DeLorean.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shoot, I didn't even message Denobi. I just called him really fast as like an emergency interruption.
Yeah.
I wish we could have had that. I wish I could have had your reaction live.
I thought you were calling me. Well, first of all, when you called me and I was running to get the phone, DMs were coming in through Instagram, and I go, shit, I'll bet you it's the fucking N1. I'll bet you it's the N1 fighter. I figured it was a big ticket item. When you were calling and the DMs were coming in, I go, all right, let's do it. N1 fighter inbound. That's what I thought. I was not expecting the DeLorean. The DeLorean was probably realistically, my best guess estimates was January, maybe February. Not this early. This is the rules. The algorithm has changed dramatically.
Yes.
Because I like to plan for the future. I mean, hell, just a few weeks ago, Anthony, I think I was with you. I was already looking at gantry parts on how to suspend this DeLorean because I like to plan for the future. I said to you and a few other friends, I'm like, because I knew that this DeLorean, I go, I'm going to want this suspended somehow. I need to create a rig. I'm going to want to do an unboxing video, but I have to be different from everybody else, right? I'm not going to just, look at, hey guys, look how cool it looks. No, you're going to watch me. We're going to do something different. And I was like, and so I knew that my DeLorean is going to be powered continuously all the time, just like my two I have here. Mine have been powered on for over a year. This has been powered on and it had to be suspended. And Marty was going to be hanging underneath it on his hoverboard with the string, with the parade.
Oh, I can't wait.
That's exactly how
I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm just like,
how mine
shit.
is gonna be.
And you just pre-ordered the DeLorean too, didn't you? Because you knew time was running out. You're like, if I don't get this pre-ordered, like you even said it, you knew it was creeping.
I did.
Anthony. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? I had a feeling. And fortunately for me, I locked it in at the 8 months. Like it fucking matters because I'm not waiting 8 months.
No, you're not.
So, but I locked it in with the 8 month. Yeah, and and then that's when I saw that it was like, oh shit, the payment plan is now changed to 3 months. And that's when I was like, yo, this is gonna drop. I told you, both of you guys, we talked about it. I was like, it's gonna drop in January.
Yeah,
it's gonna. And sure shit, dude.
Like Denobi, I didn't think this was going to be this early. I was thinking mid-January, even though I think a lot of us were seeing as of last month, like Sideshow was sending like notifications, like, it's coming, it was inbound. But even then, they send those a lot of times, but sometimes the timing is off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't really expect. I was thinking like Denovi was saying, I was thinking maybe mid-January, early February. I knew it was around the corner, but damn, like 2 days after Christmas, damn, Hot Toys. I mean, shame on you. Like, they're just raping the pockets. Oh my goodness.
Look at Braden here. Joker in the trash, DeLorean in the Machi. Oh my God, man. Come on, man.
We remember this is the DeLorean is clearly a wrench in it's a monkey in the works. It's a monkey wrench being thrown into the works because we don't know if this thing is going to sit for 30 days or if it's going to sit for a year, like the armor from Hot Toys. We just don't know that. It's a vehicle, and history has told us vehicles don't necessarily resonate in the same frequency as a 1/6 scale figure.
Sure.
So
yeah.
And is it enough to capture lightning in a bottle twice? And I'm going to get to you in a second, but let me just get to Christian Detours really quick for celebrating 5 months of channel membership, my brother. Thank you so much. He says, unannounced joyful gathering is why I love you guys. Exactly, man. We had to go that impromptu, brother, and I appreciate it very much. And of course, Ant Collectibles as well, celebrating 10 months, bro. Man, we're almost at a year on that, brother. Oh, man. It says, I have InArts Joker shipping to pay and DeLorean shipping to pay. Sheesh. Oh, man, bro. I half feel you. I have my Joker paid off, but the DeLorean is not even close. So
I kept telling myself to do payments on it, and I didn't. But what I was able, but I knew that one of the vehicles had to been paid off, and I just so happened that fortune smiled upon me with the whole Ecto One Afterlife situation.
Yeah, that is, so you got that covered.
That's paid off. I'm just sitting back waiting for delivery, so I just have to worry because for me the big ticket items are always like a punch in the gut. It's always like, oh, I gotta juggle some shit. I gotta be home that day. I can't let her see this. What's going on? I gotta move some things around.
I've always had this. Didn't you see this in the case?
Yeah,
it hovers and everything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's easy.
No, I'm kidding.
It's easy for a figure to show up, but a big box, there's usually customs that I have to sign and explain, and and it gets wacky.
Yeah, no. So
my wife was like, she just started putting it together. She was like, wait a minute, you have Doc Brown from part 1, you have Marty from part 1. You converted it back to the part 1. Is there a second one coming out? I was like, yes. She was like, oh shit. So it's gonna be 2? I was like, yeah, babe, it's gonna be 2. Yeah.
So to answer my earlier question, can they strike lightning in a bottle twice then, right? Because as Denobi's saying, this second, the Mark II is kind of an anomaly. We don't know if it's gonna fly off the shelf. Is it gonna reach that status as the first one? Are people interested in it, or just us old farts?
I wonder what's going to happen to the value of the old one. Are you think it's going to be people that's going to actually be? I think what would be crazy if they did it. But you think they're going to be people that are actually going to sell the old one off to try to cover
There's going to be some. It'll be a small percentage. I don't think I'm not.
Me neither.
I'm not. When it comes to Hot Toys and a 1/6 scale, look, there's one thing that I learned when I was trying to RC convert my DeLorean is the awe and wonder when I brought in a 1/6 scale DeLorean into a professional RC workshop, and nobody there had ever seen one of that size or that height detail.
Yeah,
that's a rarity. That's a unicorn in the wild. That says anything. I think the value will drop a little bit. But it's still, I checked just a few weeks ago. That son of a bitch is still going for what, $1,200-$1,300? That's not cheap.
Yeah.
No. I saw some going for like $2,000 still.
It was $2,000 before the announcement. It was trending 25. I think 25 was the highest on a closed auction, on a sold auction. You know, there were some that were asking for 3 or 4. That's all. That's that's reaching, but I'm talking like a closed auction.
Like acceptable price range.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So now it's about $1,500 on a closed auction, $1,200, $1,300. That's still, and again, I think that's dropped for multiple reasons. A, because there's a Mark II coming inbound. Plus, we're kind of like in a recession, and spending has kind of been curbed. So people are kind of fundraising, kind of extracting funds where they can. I like I said, I plan on buying 2 of these, not to flip or anything, just 2. I would definitely want 2. One is gonna always be in a hover, especially this specific one here, where there's gonna be a lot of beauty underneath it. My God, because if they fix the wheels, and did you notice too? Did you guys notice that they also fixed the light bleed from the prototype? Like,
Yes.
this was a major overhaul. Like, I looked at this photo and I'm like, oh man, they knocked out 2 issues from just this one photo that I can see already. We don't even know what the dashboard looks like, because remember, the prototypes teased more lights because the Mark I doesn't have more lights. And see, that's the thing too. You know, it's there's the Mark I didn't have the interior dashboards lit up. I don't think Mr. Fusion's popping out, folks. This thing is going to be
this thing might be.
That's welded one.
It's welded on there. You're not. There's no plutonium chamber in here.
My dear Mandalorian Huntress is in this evening saying, if my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. You know it. She knows. She knows I'm screwed. She knows I'm screwed. I was like, here it is. It's now.
Yeah. What's the sideshow price on this?
I think it was $880.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
If that was aptly put, because at 88 miles per hour, let me look it up.
Price, Jay. I just clicked on pre-order. Is it really that much?
It's something. Let me double check it out.
I'm looking at it right now.
All right.
825 shipped. It was total.
It's like $900, right, with tax and shit.
It's 825.
932 total. Like that's total shipping.
That's ship and tax. Yeah, taxes. I'm telling you that.
Man, I wouldn't even have been mad if they put it at 880 for 88 miles an hour. I wouldn't. But yeah, it's 825. It's 825. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Can you still add 6 to the cart? Anybody test that out yet?
I mean, I'll try it right now. I'm here.
Try it right now. Yeah, that says a lot. If you can add
I can
6,
add
that
6.
means they gotta,
I can add 6.
Yep.
But you know, that can change within 20, 48 hours. Once this photo gets out to the public, collectors panic. You know, there's a lot of people that were dragging their feet.
Yeah.
And you know,
when they see this.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You have some people that are like, because I used to be this way. Like, I wouldn't really pre-order it or even, make a payment until I actually see the photos, until I actually know it's coming. Because then when I know it's coming, I'm like, shit, let me get my payment in. And I think you're going to see a rush of that. So you're right. This can change in 24 to 78 hours.
We have to keep in mind as just like the first one, there are people that don't even know what 6 scale figures are or anything like that, or Hot Toys or Sideshow or anything, and they just are Back to the Future fans.
Yes.
And those are the types of people that are also going to be coming in into our territory, if you will, to pick this up. So it's a different Anthony accidentally buys 6 DeLoreans. Well, I mean, if I ain't gonna complain. It'll be a slow year for me on everything else. Yeah, man. I look. So okay. So I have a member of my Facebook group. Steven here actually just posted something for me. He said a couple people have mentioned their astonishment at the weight, thinking this is heavier than the original. But here's a pic of the original box I took. The weight is comparable. So I don't understand. The NW is 5.4 kilograms, and the GW on the box is 9.6 kilograms. I don't know the difference between what
it's the total weight with the box and DeLorean, then minus the product. It would be separated.
Okay. So that's what I thought. So with the box was 9.6, and then by itself 5.4, or what? I don't
The
understand
DeLorean's
that.
heavy. Jake can attest to this too.
Can we enhance? Let's enhance.
There
Let's
you
enhance.
go.
Boom! Look at that.
6.5
Enhance
kilograms.
worked.
That's about right. 6.5 kilograms.
Yeah, it's a heavy vehicle.
It's
I
a
just saw
heavy
it on the
vehicle.
box. Shit.
It's a
Okay.
heavy vehicle.
14. That's 14 and a half pounds.
Okay. So the first one
Yeah.
was 5.4. So
All right.
yeah,
So
it's a kilo heavier.
5.4.
Which makes sense because
12 pounds.
wheels,
So-
all the lights and doohickeys at the bottom, they gotta account for. So that makes sense. This base, this one comes with a base. The other one did not come with a base. You know, and that base has to be something sturdy to, you know, to lift up that son of a bitch. So
that's the thing with this. You're buying this for hover mode. This is a hover converted DeLorean.
yes,
Right.
This is meant to either be on the display, or my plan is, like I said, is I'm going to try to suspend it through either using piano wires or guitar strings, which are very, very strong and it's made out of like thin steel. I have a couple ideas. I was even thinking if I can have like the steel cables, suspend it from my, because I'm gonna have to use the ceiling now. This is the first thing I'm gonna have to try to jury rig something to my ceiling, and have a power source, a 5-volt power source, and then have the power run through the cables, kind of like a pendant light in the kitchen type scenario.
Yeah. I mean, you could totally do that. Guitar strings would work.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So because if it looks this fantastic underneath it with the glowing with the green blinking lights underneath it,
You want to show that?
it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty
Right.
awesome.
That would be.
I have
660.
so many questions. I mean, I want to know like what type of glow, what type of Kelvin glow do those wheels? Are they putting off like the warm glow? Are they putting off like the 6,000 Kelvin glow?
Yes.
The wheels are completely, they've been redesigned from the prototype. So is it a mechanical lever? I mean, I have so many questions here.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. We can enhance. We don't need to look at the box. Let's look at the.
I mean, the height looks right. Even like the struts, the actual arm strut, it even looks theatrical. Like this thing looks like if you put it behind a blue screen, or this thing would be movie ready to film. Like it's
it does.
I'm gonna hook up the N1 to my ceiling. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
of
I thought
course.
the collector one. I honestly thought the way Anthony called me and then the messages were coming in, I thought it was something big that dropped. I was like, oh, the N1 fighter must have dropped tonight. And to me, this is Christmas here. This is a nice considering that for Christmas I actually did get a Mark II DeLorean. A Lego anyway. I got for Christmas. I got a
Oh yeah.
So
look at that. What you got there?
I got the Lego DeLorean.
I like that.
Nice.
Look, they even updated Doc's head sculpt.
Yeah.
How nice of them.
Right.
So.
Oh, dude. No, this is huge. That's why I called. I was like, yo, we gotta maybe talk about this. Even though it's a picture, that's all we need.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
For those that kind of saw, I tried to look at the translation here.
Yeah.
And it's mostly a bunch of shipping information actually for Secret Base and their customers. But there's some key points in here that cars will start shipping in early January. So I saw that, right? So that means there we go. And then the process of choosing your delivery arrangement from now till the 3rd. So that I'm assuming from now till January 3rd is their cutoff where their customers can choose how they want to get their shipping or if they want to pick it up directly in the store. The rest of it's nothing really. I mean, you can kind of see what they're saying here. It doesn't really pertain to any of us. This is more just for Secret Base. But again, those are the two things I've noticed.
But they give you the date on when you can pick it up, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, right out the gate, the first sentence, right? Cars will start shipping in early January.
Which is the first time Hot Toys has ever done this. Has anybody noticed that? In history, they've never, ever on any Hot Toys product given this much notice. Even though it's just weeks, they've never done this.
Yeah.
This is.
I think the reason they're doing it is because of due to their size and kind of like what Facebook group mentioned as well.
Well,
They're
they
like,
did kind of do that last year a little bit with damn it, lost my train of thought. With Wonder Woman 84. They gave us shots of the box, and then they let us know that it was going to be coming out in like a little bit after New Year's. And I think that was like January 3rd or something like that. So we did they kind of did that last year, but still not to this extent.
No, this is a full on, hey guys, Big Bretta, my man, I hope you're feeling better, brother. He says, in our Joker, Chrome Mando, DeLorean, God save my wallet. I know. Yeah. I was gonna do it if it wasn't too late, but Chrome Mando's out.
Oh, is he out?
We basically he's out. He's shipping. He's going to the stores. Like,
and so the blogger photos just aren't out yet.
Right. They haven't publicly put it out yet.
Okay.
But he's pretty much out. I was gonna remember
that.
I said I might have gone live tonight, but I think they're gonna release it at like 1 a.m. or something. I'm not gonna get up for that. And then and then boom, we have this. So I assume that Chrome Mando is sometime this week, tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday.
And that's that's a wrap. So and no tonight or tomorrow, because that Friday will be a Saturday. They won't do it.
Right.
It'll be you're right. It'll either be later tonight or it'll be tomorrow night. Yeah. Because
and that's it for the weekend.
Yeah, that's it for the weekend. Yeah.
That makes sense. That does.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna have guys, that's gonna be here. So again,
Anthony, put the details on that Hong Kong release. There's no actual date. Just says some early in January, right? There's no.
Well, yeah, it says collector cars will start shipping in early January 2023. Due to the large size of the product and the weight, the company recommends customers who have ordered to use our free delivery service. Blah 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 blah. The process of choosing a delivery arrangement from now until January 3rd, customers who have ordered can go to Secret Base for free delivery service and bring your original order of payment reminder. So they're trying to tell people, hey, if you need to set up different shipping arrangements, you have until January 3rd.
Okay, let me put on my tinfoil hat here. What's the calendar date on January the 3rd? Let me pull up the
Tuesday or Wednesday, right?
Tuesday.
Okay. So next Tuesday.
I kind of feel the DeLorean's gonna drop on that day. You have until the 3rd, and then we move forward with the end of the world.
Because they're basically saying if you need to have your shipping arrangements changed, you have until the 3rd. Because guess what? We cut off at the 3rd, which means we're ready to push forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm feeling.
I wonder if oh my God, I wonder if Sideshow has a coordinated attack on this.
Well, see, now Mario mentioned that El Profesoro, right? He was saying, well, maybe if they are, and maybe not necessarily the DeLorean, but things of that nature, like because of the Chinese New Year and stuff, what if they've already preempted that and Sideshow's already got a batch coming of said items?
I think so.
Right. No, and then they can,
according to this post, this thing is done lock, stock, and barrel already.
Yeah.
And our shipments are already on the boat, probably being unloaded right now in Long Island. I mean, in Long Beach right now.
That's what I was thinking, right? Because China's going to be on lock for New Year. And they'll have posts that'll go automatically scheduled. But then if Sideshow wants to coincide with that, they're not going to be like, well, sorry, it's Chinese New Year, because it's not China here, it's America. So Sideshow has to keep running. Yeah. So they have to have, what I'm saying? They have to have that stuff ready to roll. Yeah. They need the product. So
what a way to start 2023 with a punch in the gut, boy.
Yeah.
This is they want the milkshake and then some on the. This is this is a $900 hit. I just pre-ordered it. I didn't do any payments. I'm like,
there's Mario right there.
Yeah, no, I'm with Mario on this now. I caught enough of if I'm wearing my tinfoil hat, looking at that, I'm guessing either the 3rd or 4th. Sideshow is like, we want our money. Start sending out those invoices.
Yeah,
we're not going to spend 2023 with a bunch of giant box DeLoreans in our warehouse taking up space. Now, when we finally got out.
Well, and I thought it was I thought it was peculiar when we got Doc pushed forward.
Right.
And then I saw the Sideshow payments change.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, are they just trying to get all the Back to the Future out? Because part 3s got pushed forward too.
Yeah.
So we're
Part
gonna
three?
get hit with the DeLorean, and then we're gonna get hit with part 3 figures. Like
after the
maybe
New Year,
even the
after
same
Chinese,
month.
I think that's what you said, right? It would logically would make sense after they come back from their New Year's. All right, Back to the Future 3 figures. There you guys go.
And I think that, and I'll just say, a friend from a local comic shop told me that, yeah, the 3s like he's thinking like mid January. They'll be getting those in. Like they'll have them in the shop. So these things are coming fast. It makes sense.
Going fast, yeah.
That they want to have all the Back to the Future stuff lumped in together all at once just to get it out. Because there's so much stuff that still needs to come out from Hot Toys. So much. So
Oh yeah, so much. Do you remember me? What's up, my man? He says, curious, I'm new here. Can I get the streamer's name in the middle? I just put the names back up for you. His collection looks impressive. Denobi, my man, you have a fan here. Look at that. That is his collection.
Yep.
Here's middle streamer's looks impressive. Ah, do you look at that?
It's more than that. There you go. Yeah, give him a little tour.
DeLoreans. Look at the DeLoreans. You see them? I got them.
Yes, my man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Jesus. Yeah, they're gonna hit us hard. They're gonna hit us hard with all this stuff. So it's I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm still kind of like blown away by it because we knew it was coming. It's one thing when you're like, yeah, it's probably gonna come early.
Yeah.
But then when they do that, you're like, oh man, oh shit, it's actually like.
What was the early sign? It was the payments, right? Everybody kind of put 2 and 2 together when the payment changed.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, we're not doing 8 months, we're doing 3 months. This has to go. So I can't friggin' wait. This is gonna be
I mean, what's interesting to me about this is we talk about Hot Toys and NR. We've been talking about, NR this whole damn year. NR drops, or planning to drop. Looks like, I think some collectors already have it in hand now. The Joker, and which is a big ticket item. But then Hot Toys is like, hold my beer. Here's your DeLorean. What are you guys' thoughts about that? Like, do you think that just a calculated move once again by Hot Toys to kind of thwart what NR is doing?
Maybe, but it's kind of weird though, right? If you were like, hey, I'm gonna put out this, I don't know, insert lame mumble rapper name here, and then this record's gonna come out, and then I don't know, then take like a metal band or something, and it's a competitor record company, right? And then they're like, then we're gonna put this one out. Like, I see what you're saying, but I don't know if that works, right? Because there are people who like the Joker that grew up with the Dark Knight crap, right?
Right.
So then, are they the same people from the 80s that like Back to the Future? And if so, what's that percentage? So it's hard.
Yeah.
I could see it as far as a big ticket item, but if someone's like, dude, I don't even watch. Like, I put a poll in the chat right here. I said, are you getting the DeLorean? I said, absolutely, no way, or what's Back to the Future? And 20% so far said what's Back to the Future. I'm sure it's like in jest, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, they may not be correlated with that generation. So if they were to drop, say, I wouldn't even say a 3.0 Joker, because then that'd be obvious.
Yeah,
that'd
that
be
would
neck and neck.
Direct competition. Yeah.
Maybe one of the well, no, they just dropped those Batmans. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just their schedule, Jay. I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
it could be. That could be too. You brought up a good point with that.
But also maybe not though. You might also be right though.
Because you got people that are Hot Toys. Let's be honest. You got people that are Hot Toys fans.
True.
Fan of the company.
Another point though, that now that I'm thinking about your question, is that if you're devoted, I wouldn't say devoted, but let's say you're invested into Hot Toys in general, and you like everything, right? Because there's a lot of us out there that like everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if Hot Toys is not producing, our eyes start to wander.
Right.
Here's Mando. Here's X06. Here's InArts.
Yep.
Because Hot Toys doesn't put anything out. Oh, look at this new shiny, right? So in a way, you could be right. They could just be in like, hey, we're gonna pull you back in. Here's a big ticket item we know that you like. Does that make sense? So I can kind of see it that way.
Yeah, and then it's newsworthy too. Like they hit us with. I mean, for all the all the new kids out there, they gave you the avatar. They gave you that avatar sneak peek, and then they hit us with this, and just to pull all us old guys in, and who knows what's coming next. Like if the Mando, like if you're saying Mando was, chrome plated Mando was coming up, Jesus, I mean,
is Big Brother? Yeah, is Big Brother on in the chat?
He was in the chat. Brett, are you still around, bro? Let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah.
If not, I'm tapped out. Back to Funkos, Max.
Funkos.
Oh shit, man!
Don't kid yourself. All that landfill vinyl. Get out of here.
That is the smile on Denobi's face, man.
Bretta's here.
It's Christmas, man.
So Bretta,
What's up,
I
Monica?
understand that you love the Joker Deluxe, but you're not paying the Joker Deluxe price that U.S. customers are paying, correct? I'm not too sure what big of a price difference, because we all tend to look at products based on how much we spend on it and what the price paints us into the corner. So I do know it's considerably a lot cheaper in China than it will be for U.S. customers. So
right, but as Monica pointed out, it's still a big price for them too, right? Because we have to factor in their scales too, right? Yeah. Because it's not only like the Joker is cheaper for everybody in China. Well, so is every figure they ever buy. Yeah. By comparison to our standards, right? So I get that point, right? That's still a very expensive by their standards as well. So it will be very interesting to see, but we're gonna save the in-art conversation for later, because I'll go on a thing. Nobi will go on a thing. I'll poke at Jay for Toys Wonderland. We'll have a laugh. It'll all be fun. I know. You see what I'm saying? So
don't bring that shit up.
I know. So to be continued on in-art discussion, guys. I promise you'll hear it from one of us at some point soon. But the DeLorean is what's getting us all hyped. That's why us three are all here, because we're huge Back to the Future fans. I mean, I wish we had a little bit more information, but this is like you said, it's a telltale sign. Like, it's here. It should be here very, very soon. Very, very soon. The in-art Joker box is only 11 kilograms.
Is it me, or I think it looks like I don't know. This may be a stupid question, but do you guys think the wheels still move? Like if you're able, when you flip those wheels up, you'll be able to roll it.
I wouldn't expect it, but
that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the live streams. Hey, thank you, my man. Old School Collector just subscribed to all you guys. That is very cool, my man. Yes, everybody, 105 in the chat. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that dislike if you hate it, and subscribe to Denobi and Brother Cousins. I'll put their links in the description if I haven't already, my man. It's interesting. I don't know, dude. I don't know if the wheels will come back up. Even if they do, I don't think you're gonna be able to roll them.
Yeah,
because you can look here if we enhance. it looks solid piece here, right?
Yeah,
right. I don't think this is gonna. I don't think this rotates here.
I kind of set the stage for that as well too. I go, don't expect us to roll on the ground like a Hot Wheels. If you want to sit on the ground like a big kid, playing with your toys, this is probably not going to roll. This is probably meant for flight mode. That's going to be it. Yeah. That's why I wasn't worried too much about the Mark I's value diminishing, though. See,
that's another point, though. That's what I was telling. Yeah. That's what I was saying on Christmas, or what I've been streaming so much the past couple of days. Whatever the last stream was, remember, Jay, I mentioned that. I was like, they can't give us a 2.0 figure and make everything better about it, and then the 1.0 would be completely valueless. Like, that's why, like with the Mark 47 or the Mark 46, they left out the head sculpt. They left out the Captain America helmet.
Right.
So that the original still holds some kind of value. That's what I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
The Mark 1 has the wheels down, roll. This is going to be more of a fixed position. That keeps the Mark 1 right where it needs to be, as the Mark 1.
Right.
But we don't know. Maybe we'll get swappable wheels. I don't think so, though.
I don't think so.
No, I think they solved the mechanical dilemma that several people were arguing with me about, that they wouldn't be able to solve. I think Geeking Out crew, I think Euler's workshop. They're like, they're not going to be able to solve it. It'll be hanging down. And then look at this. I go, why? I go, how difficult can it be? It's a mechanical engineering math problem, right? I think there's going to be a lever underneath the vehicle that'll bring the wheels back and forth, right? And it's not going to roll.
Yeah.
It'll look stationary, right? With the wheels.
I'm not going to sit on the ground and roll it, but if I can
No.
make it,
Yeah,
if I
you'll
can
be
make
able
it
to
just
get some cool
stationary,
photo shots. Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
able to get some cool
I
photo
mean,
shots.
for anybody that has a vehicle like
Yeah.
the Batmobile or well, the '89 Batmobile or even the
Yeah.
DeLorean, it sucks when you're trying
Yeah.
to like pose it and it's just rolling and shit. You want it to kind of be stationary a little bit because you want it to be, you know, in a display. You're displaying it. It's not, you know, you're not, not rolling it.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna lose
Dylan,
anything.
man.
What?
This is the real raw, uncensored, hard facts of collecting right here. Is Dylan's comment right here. Man, I'm already paying off the Queen Studios alien statue, the in-art Joker, and a $2,000 set of lightsabers.
Yeah.
And I have this on pre-order.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
And the Joker, like I said, that in-arts Joker is $1,100 on Toys Wonderland. Pre-order still open, not including shipping. So that's why I asked Bretta earlier, what did you pay for it? Because it's a different big fat pill to swallow than what it is over there. I mean, inflation adjusted for no, that's still more for US customers. And these are the same US customers that are flaky as shit, who can't even keep up with throwing Hot Toys pre-orders.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong on some aspects.
I mean, every time a pre-order drops, it gets a release. I don't know. That head sculpt looks like shit. I'm gonna have to cancel it now.
Well,
like, really?
yeah, I mean,
really,
fucking Mario. I don't think that I want this thing to roll him in earthquake country.
Earthquake country.
Point.
That's and Monica's looking at saying it looks pretty damn heavy, and the parts perhaps look die cast.
Nah,
it also looks screen accurate now. I mean, maybe.
No. That's just a good paint job, is what it is. If it,
that could be. That could be.
That they painted it right.
Oh, it's plasticky as shit.
All right.
It's heavy. Don't kid yourself, kids. It's heavy as shit.
It is.
You're right. Ant Collectibles, man. I want to put up. I'm gonna end that poll right now and start a new one, and I'm gonna just ask you guys, how effed are you? That's what I want to say.
What do we got, Anthony? What do we got? Like less than 2 weeks, realistically, right? Yeah, I have my calendar out. I was already running calculations on when penetration would occur.
Usually after you buy them dinner, but I don't know.
Right.
According to my calculations,
I'm kidding. Don't listen to me, guys.
According to my calculations, it's 8 days incoming from now.
Yeah.
Get your affairs in order, people.
you must, man.
The buy sell groups. You're gonna start to see Bo-Katan for sale for $1.50.
Hey, already look.
Here for
Everybody's looking. I already have a Mech Test Tony up for sale.
Right.
Yeah.
I like Charles here. Can't imagine too many collectors are going to be wheeling the DeLorean down a hallway floor. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully not. What the heck?
No,
man?
you'll have it in hover mode, and then you'll run around the hallway, right, pretending it's flying. That's what you're gonna do. God damn it!
Is that what we're just gonna run around? I might do it. I'm not gonna lie. I might do it at least once.
Yeah.
At least once. I can't. Because
we need the Mark III now, right?
That was my next.
We'll get the Mark III in 7 years, like we got this Mark II.
No, it's either 7 years or 1 year if Jazz Inc. decides to screw with the Beehive.
We'll try to get it, and then Hot Toys will be like, "Hold my beer."
If he pokes the Beehive again, you'll have Howard Chan. We got it. We go. Yeah.
Right, unleash the Mark III at that point.
No,
I don't want to wait 7 years.
Let him 3D print the Robert Pattinson Batmobile for the other kids. Watch that thing hit a curb and shatter like glass.
Shit.
I would hope not. That would suck for everybody. Well, we might. You're right though, because like we have our Back to the Future 3 figures around the around the corner.
Yeah.
Do you guys think this is a small batch?
I'm going to tell you something. If I had to bet, I would say it's a small batch simply because it's inbound early. That would be my guess. It's coming in early, a lot sooner. That means you got done with your PO a lot quicker than estimated. It could be a small batch. And I know someone, was it Max or somebody's like, the big question, we don't know. The big question,
like how long? Yeah, we don't know exactly.
We don't know. It could sit there for 30 days. It could sit there for 12 months. We don't know. Yeah. I can tell you the original DeLorean sat around close to a year, but it did sell under a year. But that was a different time, different. We didn't. So when the original DeLorean sat, it's just a different economy. We didn't have a fraction. People were complaining about the price people were stupid back in the day. They're like, I'm going to wait.
Yep.
I'm going to wait.
We're always stupid, man. We're humans. Yeah. Man. We've been stupid since the dawn of civilization.
The minute it sells out, they're like, ugh.
I remember I was so up Marvel's ass at that point until that came out, and I missed it. I missed it by a year because I got mine in 2018. And back then it was like I got it for $1,000. I actually got it for slightly under $1,000 from a local seller. And even then I was like, damn, I spent $1,000. But I remember after I bought it, like probably 3 months later, I went to Disney World. I went to Universal Studios and they had one there and they were selling that one for $1,500. And I was like, oh, okay. I see what's going on with this. So, by 2020, this thing was hitting the 2,000 mark easy.
Well, Monica's saying it's a full quarter early,
right?
So definitely small.
Yeah,
I mean, I would agree with that. I think to a point, just out of speculation.
Not to peer pressure anybody that's listening to the stream, but if you want it, just keep an eye on it. There are ways to determine whether or not they're about to run out. Because here's the problem, right? Well, Big Bad Toy Store may have some, but the problem is that Big Bad Toy Store, they're starting to get kind of greedy. They're sometimes reflecting secondary market pricing.
They flip
it. They've been doing that shit for the last couple of years. I know I'm not the only one that hasn't noticed that.
Look at that Ecto. $3,000 for the Ecto.
And if the DeLorean sells out on Sideshow, you don't think Big Bad Toy Store is going to bump it up an extra 20-30%? They're like, oh, sold out on Sideshow. Hold my beer.
Exactly.
Extra. Yeah, they do that. They never used to be like that. This is something that under new management, the last 2 or 3 years, they started to get really greedy because I've noticed them that they're starting to pay attention to the secondary market. I kind of don't like that,
Yeah.
But
right, it's like make up your mind. Are you a reseller or are you a retailer? Because you're starting to hit us with these. They average the eBay costs or sales, and they go, we can go higher.
They take on the business. They're starting to take on a business model of like stores like in StockX and all that stuff. It's like, hey, if you can't find it, you can find it here for a fee. And
right,
So and again, they adapt like the border because they have the DeLorean at retail, but the minute it sells out on Sideshow, nothing stops them from increasing it.
It's from jacking it up. Yeah. Aunt P just woke up and he said, can somebody explain the difference of what they changed in the wheels? Zenobia, you definitely pointed it out.
It was do I have the hold on, let me see if I have my keynote presentation.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. While he looks, let me hit a couple. Yes, please. And we'll take a look at a couple in the chat while he's looking. Let's see what else. Mark 1 Iron Man's right around the corner too.
Yeah,
that's right.
I got a notification for that. Shit.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset with Big Bad as well.
Looking at videos. Where's the videos? I think I found one. Where is this? Last opened. That one.
This is a funny question, man, because I actually brought this up on a stream once. I said, like, if your house was on fire, gun to your head, what do you end up taking out of your house? What's a must-have? And for me, it was my original trilogy Star Wars. but there's like too many. I got like 45 of them, I think. So I would just have to like
I would have to
grab my blanket, dump the whole shelf, and run. You know what I mean? It's such a tough one, though. It's a tough one. Because the Terminators, you know, Predator, Batman. I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard. It's a long one, you know. So Denobi's looking for his stuff right now.
Give me 1 second. I think I just.
Hell yeah, his Tuskens and his 50-pound bag of sand because he's got a whole like Tusken Raider display.
What? Who?
Haas hometown has got this display of a bunch of Raiders and a shitload of sand. Okay, good answer, Hot Toy Collector. He's like, ha ha ha, I'll die with the figure. Captain goes down with their ship, right?
Yep.
No, I don't know. I'd probably get out. I'd get out.
They're
Life's too short.
They're replaceable. You're not.
Yeah. So Denobi's looking up his stuff there. But Jay, I know you're super excited as well, man. I mean, are you ready to make arrangements if it drops in a week or two, ready for shipping? Or are you gonna like payment plan it out and just wait?
Oh no, this was I didn't even do the payment plan. I was just like, when it's ready, send it to me. So I am selling off a couple of things to make way for stuff. But I always kind of had in the back of my mind, my thing was not to go too crazy with certain things. That's why certain figures I've been passing up on, like Echo. I wanted Echo and Hunter like everybody else, but then I thought about it and I was like, you know, a lot of those figures I can pass on because I know this was right around the corner. So, you know, you got to go with where your heart is, and my heart is here. So, you know,
I agree.
I'm ready. You know,
we're Back to the Future, so we figure it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, because it's like okay, Echo, Hunter, whatever that can take a back seat.
Yeah,
we can get those later if we want them.
Yep.
Save that money now. Get what we want now.
Exactly.
In that respect,
and I mean, and to accommodate, you know, all that is coming this year, because a lot is coming. Sacrifices will be made, smartly. But yeah, man, I like you said, you find a way, you know, I'm gonna make it happen. So
yeah, we have to, man. Monica brought up a good point, man. Where was that? What'd you say, Monica? I like that. Hot Toys releases stuff, folks get upset. Hot Toys doesn't release stuff, folks get upset. It's the circle of life, bro. Yep. You know, and it's funny, it's aptly put, because I remember last year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, everybody was bitching about where the hell's all our Star Wars, and now we have way too much Star Wars, right? You're like, hold on a minute, we wanted some Star Wars, not like 70. Right. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's great. It's great for everybody, but it's also difficult if you're collecting a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what people do. They're going to, you know, I think it's all in jest. If you really want something, like Jay said, like, you're going to get it. Yeah. You know, if it means that much to you, you're going to get it.
And, you know, like, I know me and Denobi, we modified our original ones. I'm excited just to get, you know, an official hover converted 1/6 scale DeLorean. And, like, you know, the differences between that and, you know, and the old one. I just can't wait to see.
Hell yeah. Oilers Workshop, my man. What's up, Oilers?
Let me.
What is good, my man? You want to full screen it? You can go full screen it.
I can't. Can I? Okay.
Yeah, you can. If you shared the tab.
Okay.
There you go.
I thought okay.
So for those of just watching right now, 130 in the chat, what are we looking at here, Denobi?
This is 2017 San Diego Comic-Con, and I had a raw video, but it's not letting me share the raw video with you. It's only letting me share like web pages for some weird reason. I thought I could just send you a file. I couldn't. That's why I was taking, because I have the video all lined up, prepped up, but it wouldn't let me send it to you. So the next best thing was just to go to San Diego.
Usually you should be able to hit share and then hit video and then pick the file.
It wouldn't let me though. Which was really weird. Anyway, I remember this film. Look at this. This is something that Hot Toys was going to make this at one point.
Yeah.
And
look at this movie.
So look at that. So that is Doc Brown. God, and they're using them for well, actually, this is the original head sculpt for part 2. So this is correct.
Yeah.
But it's the same one that they used for the Mark Look at those wheels. Look at the big difference there from the prototype. Look how they drop lower below the vehicle. I mean, this is the prototype here. This is the thing that they dusted off when Jazz Inc. wanted to make the DeLorean. They're like, no, we got this.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this was 2017 San Diego, right? This is when
funny. It was funny to know because Tom did a better job with his.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he sure did. This is the
Mass Effect.
Will they ever make this? I don't think they'll ever make this, Marty.
No, these are the disguises, bro. And they showed these at Toy Sapiens last year too.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, can they make it? Because these are Marty's jeans, these are Marty's shoes, this is Marty's shirt.
So what's different? It's just
and then they put on the leather jacket
and
then a hat.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could put that out, and I'd be okay with it. I'd be like, fuck it, I'd still get it. So I don't know. Like, continue. Sorry.
I always felt like maybe I'm comparing it to Tom's Mr. Fusion. I do feel like the Mr. Fusion is a tad undersized. Maybe it's just me.
From what Thomas did, or from what we actually see?
From what we actually see here, I feel it's a little undersized. I think Tom's looked a little more accurate, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So look at that. It would light up, and it would bleed from the top, which was just wrong. But the excuse was, well, it's a prototype. It's not. So that was my faith in the prophets. Everybody was like, it's a bad prototype. It's a bad prototype. Do you think? Oh, you know what? Do you think the prototype affected the sales? That's why people say it looks like shit and the wheels look wrong and everything.
Makes it could. I don't think Hot Toys would care. I think they were just. I genuinely, and I want you to rewind and look at Doc again, because a lot of people are saying he doesn't have holes in his head. But I don't think it was a matter of Hot Toys caring. To God honest truth, I think what it was is kind of like what you and I hypothesized about, was that Jazz Inc. was going to be. Yo said he was going for the DeLorean license, and then Hot Toys dug out the 2017 prototype that we're showing here that you filmed, and said, "Hey, boom, we're going to do it," or
right,
check it out. But because it's a 2017, they're like, "All right, now let's start working on it. What do we need to fix on this prototype to make it accurate?" And then they went along. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was a matter of people saying, "Ew, we don't like it." I think they were it's just business as usual. And they're trying to give us the best DeLorean that they can give us.
Dude, they knocked out. Look, I agree with that. I do believe it was a political move. But here's the problem. They fucking knocked it out of the park and then some.
Yeah. Of course they're going to.
And because of that, and it could any small percentage of collectors that could have been potentially have written it off like, well, I'm already swamped and the vehicle doesn't look good and the wheels look saggy and this and that. Now you get it, and you look at this wheel, right, the prototype, to the final version where it looks sleek as shit. It looks badass. It has like the steel plate on top of it, as it should. It has it looks like it has a true mechanical strut blended in. Wheels are level according to the wheel. Some even in the audience didn't even believe that they could do it, right? They're like, well, if they screwed Doc's head sculpt, they'll screw the DeLorean. So we win. Well, no. Look what they did. This is a curveball here. Yeah. This is a
giant curveball. This is
a giant, dangerous, expensive curveball. Oh, the story, the plot thickens now. Yeah. And as excited as I am, even I wasn't ready for it this early. I was like, oh, this thing could be showing up within a week. Sideshow could be doing 24-hour shipments. They're like, cracking their knuckles, send out those invoices.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if Hot Toys already shipped them over there due to the new year, right? Because Sideshow has to keep the sync running, Right. So it's like, I don't know. But I did notice a couple people noticed in there that Doc didn't have holes in his head.
I'm gonna go back to it. Let me see what else I got on the door.
That? But yeah, let's keep looking at this for a minute.
Damn sure didn't.
Look at that. I mean, you can see the cable, the wire running through it and everything. But again, this was
it's a prototype.
It's a prototype. And it never discouraged me. Just, I wanted a flying DeLorean. That's what I wanted. Mm-hmm. So this is 2017. God, such a long time ago. Look at that.
5.5 years ago.
Yep.
And it's just, Even the base is different. Look at the base. I mean, everything's completely changed on this one. So, and I went back to Mr. Fusion. Let me see what else I got. And I think that's it. So let me fast forward. Let me rewind back to Doc. This was just a quickie here. Where are you, Doc Brown? I think it's here. There it is. Oh, hold on.
No, he's got him. No, bullshit. What's that slit right there?
I don't see it.
I think he has them, yeah.
Above camera left ear.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. The slit's
slit. Look, there's a slit, like right there.
Slit. Yeah.
Yep. Nope, I recognize those bastards because I'm like irritated. I'm irritated as shit that happened in this doc, but it is what it is, man. Damn, the DeLorean doesn't bother me much, but the moment Hot Toy says, come and pick up your Mark IV quarter scale with gantry, then yeah, we need to talk. Yeah, that's going to be a... Yeah. But they can still put these out, though, dude. Like, that's what I said before in the past. I'm like, I don't... Because people ask me all the time. They're like, yo, are they going to reissue Back to the Future 2 figures?
If it was the Hot Toys of old, this would have came out. But nowadays, no, I don't think they're bringing those out unless it's like.
Well, I would think it would be these.
Yeah,
these right here.
Yeah, but if they bought those out, I don't know.
What I'm saying is they're not going to bring these out right here. They wouldn't reissue these. Right. They would just give us those right there because those are Back to the Future 2 branding. They'll give you the disguised versions. They're not going to, you see what I'm saying? They're not going to give you these.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So, because that's a win-win for all of us.
That makes
I think. I mean, kind of. I mean, some people may really want these outfits, but they'll take it because now they're forced to because they have a Mark II DeLorean and they want to have some kind of Back to the Future.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah. You got to,
That makes sense. That makes sense. But I mean, those are the ones people want.
I know. Right there. Those are what we have.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think
want.
They're coming.
They want that look. So And
again, the prototype changed again from the because this is I'm sorry. The last video I showed you was 2017. This is 1 year earlier. This is 2016. And you can even see how the light just bleeds. So I just assume that they were never going to fix that, but my God, they did it. I mean, just looking at that photo, they fixed it and then some. I mean, they just went above.
Denobi looks 18. I know. For a minute there, I was like, wait, oh yeah, that is Denobi. He's just much different looking. 6 years younger than Denobi. De-aged, right? Deep fake Denobi.
Hey, look, I mean, I was there, 3,000 years ago.
Yeah. Monica said you look like Lex Luthor.
I was there, Gandalf, and look at that. Oh my God, look at that. This is that rear just looks awesome. Yeah. Look at the lights glowing and the barcode. It's just wow.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for this thing.
Wonderful piece.
Oh, is that?
There's Ripley. There's Ripley. There, yeah. I love my Ripley. We need that power loader though. That 2.0 power loader one day.
Yeah, Ripley will be coming home sometime this year. I'll be getting Ripley.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude. So they've made them. Christian Detour's asking, you guys think they fixed the rear lights? I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to be speculating at this point, right? Because I don't know.
What was wrong with the rear from the first one?
From the prototype, I guess maybe he's referring to. I don't know if there's
something. I didn't know there was a problem.
I don't know what they're talking about. I'm clueless.
Yeah, let me know, Christian, in the chat, bro, if you can elaborate a little, because I don't know. Monica says Back to the Future 2 Doc and Marty have been removed from Secret Base since 2 weeks ago. Also, the 89 Batmobile. And if I understand that correctly,
they're using
Monica, they usually remove them when something else is coming to take its place, right?
Typically, or when it's about to be released. I guess that was, they take it out. Isn't the bottom light supposed to light up? Yeah, it does light up. But the problem with the prototype is that it lit up from top and bottom.
Yeah.
And that's just
8-Bit Flea said the yellow was missing for the light. So maybe.
Really?
Something about that. And then so I think that's what they're talking about. The color was a little different.
I don't know what the yellow. Jay, are you caught up with all the Back to the Future figures? Do you have them all?
I have them all. Out.
Okay, I figured you did. And you too, Anthony, right? You're caught up now with Back to the Future, right? Or
I have every Back to the Future figure released.
Okay. So everybody's caught up.
Yeah. Okay, Core Scale 1 was removed from 1 month, and then it was reissued once it was... Okay. So there's a possibility that they'll be reissuing, is what you're saying. And that's why the 89 Batman's gone, too, because of what they were showing during the summer. The possible 2.0 on the horizon. Damn. Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Sure.
We'll see. I would like to have the disguised versions, only because, we don't have those and they show them, but...
Right.
Talking about the lights missing from the exhaust. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe I'm just not... Is that what it is?
The lights from the... Yeah. But
so whether or not they'll fix that, I mean... I'm not sure. I didn't notice an inaccuracy.
But I don't know what you're talking, because in the prototype, the exhaust lights were lit on. So
right.
If it's shown in the prototype, you would then expect the final product would have illuminated. That's probably where a lot of the weight is coming from. I would say that it's a little bit heavier of a vehicle due to like the mechanical gears for the wheels. Yep. Because someone said maybe there's swappable wheels. No, that's more money. Swappable wheels means that you would then include another set of
increase the MSRP, because you're gonna have a whole set of
This would have been $1,100 easily just for
there. You go. And those.
Well, listen. Remember when we saw this? This was pre Mark II announcement, right? Like, so we've had the prototypes like we're seeing in your video here, but pre Mark II announcement, I thought that too. When we saw the Back to the Future 3 figure announcements, we see that DeLorean there. That's the Back to the Future 3 version.
Yeah. And
you remember, that was almost 2 years ago now. I was like, wouldn't that be cool if they just give us a DeLorean that's just Back to the Future, like R2 Deluxe is just the original trilogy, and that you can swap it to the Mark 1, the Mark 2, Mark 3, remove the hood, removable Mr. Fusion, removable license plate, swappable wheels. Obviously, in an ideal world, that would be amazing, but it goes against what I said earlier, right? It would kill the Mark. Right. It would kill the Mark 1. It would just They can't do that for us, and in this way they can just milk it. In 6-7 years they'll give us the Mark 3 DeLorean, and then
we'll buy it.
Hey, pause 1 second. Is Monica joking with us about the Blitzway, or you're joking, right?
No, I think he's saying, "Hey, do it." Like.
Oh, okay.
Well, Blitzway Drop Excellent release.
Like, drop it now or something, right?
Or drop
right. See the follow up. Let's Bill Gates the collecting community. We'll just hit everything. Oh man.
Yeah, because my heart almost dropped in my chest. I was like, Jesus, I'm not ready.
How great would that be, man?
I'm not ready.
Now I can tell you, the Ecto 1 would probably sell a hell of a lot quicker than the DeLorean, based off of the way the first one disappeared within a week of its release.
Yeah, that thing flew.
Within a week, it was weightless, and then the second week, it was gone. They're like, no, we're done.
The Afterlife one is going to fly. That's when that was going to fly.
Oh, yeah. Oilers is saying that is a lot of work to sort out those wheel joints with lights and all to move correctly. I was doubting they would even update it, but it looks like they did.
Oilers, you didn't have faith in the prophets like I did.
Hell yeah. Ryan's Horizon was good, my man. He said, shout out to all you. Can't watch tonight right now. We'll catch the replay. Hope you're all well. Shout out to everyone in the chat, my man. Thank you for coming through. 140 in the chat, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go ahead and hit subscribe to Denobi too if you have not already, and Brother Cousins as well. My man, we are just discussing Back to the Future tonight, man. Hot Toys DeLorean. Woof. Yeah, it's a joke. Monica's like, it's just a joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not out yet. Wouldn't that be a bitch?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Hot Toys is going to be shipping a DeLorean. Let's just drop the Ecto 1.
Why not? For shits and giggles, right?
That, Jay, is what you were talking about earlier. That would be a power move. Like by Blitzway. Be like, oh, you want to put that out? We're going to put this out.
No, that would be a Brother Cousin's heart attack.
I know. Oh, my God. Yeah.
That would be. This is the big one.
Yeah. What? Yeah, and the buy-sell groups are like Darth Maul starts showing up.
Right? Like,
Right.
selling all the Hans and Chewies. They'll take whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Power move on our wallet. That's right, Charlie, man. Jeez. Yeah, man. Sub to brother Cousins for sure. SB, my man. What's good, brother?
Hey.
How are you doing this evening? Yeah, this rocks, dude. Star Crash. Yeah, now this is still just the prototype. This is even the 2016, right? We're still on your 2016 stream.
This is 2016, yeah.
But still, I mean, it gives you an idea of what it's,
what the prototype, yeah, and then what the final. Just from that one photo, you can see how much has changed. Yeah.
Changed a lot.
I agree. Max, I will entertain this for only 5 seconds, and I will just say that Denobi will have his own stream on his own time, and he can admit whatever he wants to admit at that point. But for tonight we're Back to the Future, baby. That's it. That's it.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yes. Right. I would. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But that's freaking, dude. How freaking sweet is that, man? So this is it for those who's just joining in. This was the photo that Hot Toys dropped tonight. So this is presumably final product here. This will be shipping within the next week or two, in comparison to your Denobi's convention footage there from the prototypes.
Look at that steel plate. I mean, that's movie accurate. The strut looks movie accurate, and it looks like it pulls the wheel in, if I had to guess.
Exactly.
There's a lever, pulls it in, the wheels. It's almost like the Diamond Select DeLorean that they made about 10 years ago. Anybody out there who still has the Diamond Select? It's like the 1/10 scale vehicle, about yay big. I have it, and the wheels would retract in and out, perfect alignment. So I knew that if Diamond Select solved the problem of the correct ratio of the height and everything over 10 years ago, I go, there was no way Hot Toys wouldn't be able to do that. But I also knew, based off of Diamond Select, that car does not roll. Those wheels are locked, dude, because you have to sacrifice one or the other. That's why I said the Mark I is still protected. It still has its unique value, its unique, features.
It's the G1. And it's going to be a lot of people still after that piece. I mean, with the release of Doc, with the release
most stuff.
Do you know what would bump the value of the Mark I back up, like double? Do you know what would do it? Like overnight, you announced a Mark III as a pre-order.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why would they do this to us?
That's it.
You're right.
Yeah. The Mark I would go from $1,100 back to $2,000, because now people are going to want all three of them all lined up. Remember, not every, like, for example, Jay, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
He had no clue what Hot Toys was when he first reached to me. He is a true DeLorean, Back to the Future enthusiast. He loves the DeLorean, and all he did was search for DeLoreans on YouTube, and then he found me. He's like, I don't know what what is Hot Toys? What is all this? I go, I just like that there's a giant DeLorean of that size. I had never seen one before. I can print these parts for you. Hey, I'm a 3D engineer. So that's what I said. Back to the Future is just one of those IPs. You don't have to be a Hot Toys collector to have something like this. Like if you're a CEO of a corporation, have something like this in the background, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I
was saying. Like, you don't even need to be a Hot Toy guy. You like Back to the Future. You like Ghostbusters. That's why you.
If you have an office and you work in corporate America, and you have something like this in your background. Tell me that's not a talkative piece to break the ice.
Yeah.
You have clients or whatever walking in,
Right,
that's
and they see
point.
this.
Yeah, the point is just that it's just Back to the Future. There's people who just and that applies to Ghostbusters as well too. There's people who just do Ghostbusters.
Big time.
You hit it right on the head, because I think that's exactly what they're planning. That was the plan all along, to get that third one out there. And you're right, that's going to make that one that G1 shoot right up in value. Damn.
Oh yeah. Do 8-bit Fleas wonder, shouldn't the wires on the side be yellow, red, and black?
Maybe.
They are. They're very dark. The colors are muted.
Yeah.
You think that's what it is, like right here?
They are. They are.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like,
the colors are muted. In some versions, they're a little lighter. They're a little lighter than others.
Yeah, I know. That was something that was brought up with the Mark I. To me, that's splitting hairs. I don't. That's semantic. Whatever. I'm not gonna splitting hairs. I just know it's not the end of the world. No, there's to me the Mark I had more pressing concerns versus like the dashboard was shown to light up, and the final product the dashboard did not light up.
Oh, that pissed me off.
So to me that was not the hey, this wire needs to be yellow instead of red. Like no, to me there was other more.
What up, two ferns?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, dude. That is really, really, really crazy. True as to what a real. I may not have seen your question there, man. You're saying as to what the real DeLorean is as a toy. You may have to type it again, bro. I don't think I understand that statement. Yeah, it's gonna be massive. Absolutely is, dude. Look, we got more coming, right? People are thinking, and I've said it myself. I think Mace Windu will probably drop before the end of the year. The B1 battle droid.
Happen. That's gonna happen. If they don't, that's a whole other conversation.
I am not even sure about it, man. To tell you the God honest truth, man. I mean, this is like amazing. I don't think it's gonna fly off the shelf, but it's like we can't project.
It's hard. It's hard because it's not a figure. This is a giant box. We don't know. It could be 30 days. It could sit for 6 months, and then it puts collectors in a safe zone, a lull zone. Like, all right, it's not going anywhere. And then it can turn into a phase 1 of Attack of the Clones. Within the 1 week, it's gone. It goes from low inventory to wait list to sold out in 7 days. It can happen. You just don't know. Right.
And I don't want collectors to look at this like, okay, we know the Tumbler set, so this was sit too. The Tumbler, this is not the Tumbler.
Yeah, they can use that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. CT603, my man, one of my brothers, man, one of the Mafia crew, channel member forever, loyal supporter. You know why he's a loyal supporter? Because thank God I'm divorced, man. Comes through, man. You're not wrong, brother. I'll probably talk to you later about this, man, because I know this is pretty badass, dude. That is really cool, man. Let's see. Do you remember? Says, I hope you know who Matt Tracker is. His car, the Camaro, is a mass car. 1984 toy can do it. Why not now? If it can't, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Do you guys understand what you mean by that? It's a mask car. I mean, I remember Mask. Yeah, I remember the show.
I know the car he's referencing. I remember that, but I don't know exactly.
As opposed to whether or not it transforms, I don't know.
Do you know where was the comment? Do you know?
Let me bring it back up here. Here, I'll get to you in a second, Brian.
Oh, because his car, the Camaro in the TV show Mask, it flew, but it flew by inspiration from the gull-wing doors. So the Camaro had the gull-wing doors, but when they would prop up, they would extend like wings. That's how the car flew from the cartoon. So yeah, I do know that. Yeah. I know I'm old enough to remember that, but yeah.
Dude, I forget a bunch of all that old school stuff, man. Do you know what the announcement that was after the DeLorean? Not to scare anyone, but it was Peacemaker. Yeah, it was. Like Peacemaker was shortly thereafter. I don't know if it was the exact one next, but it was like right around that corner.
It was in that.
Do you think the DeLorean was the start of the conservative pre-order movement?
I think Peacemaker was the first, but at the same token, yes, because this is a 20. Wait a minute. Life, dude, just melds together. This was a 2022 announcement.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
This was announced this year.
Oh, I know that for sure.
and it shows up, in under a year.
Yeah.
A big ticket item. Not a you know.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Wasn't it this year, Jay?
It was this year is when I brought my kid home. It was the day my kid was born.
It was this February.
Oh, well, right? then you know for sure. Okay, then that's set in stone.
Yeah, I mean,
you're right. Because we got the whatchamacallit, remember? We got the a year and a half ago, we got the announcement for these, the 2.0 Marty and then the Doc. And I was like, damn, we got to wait a year and a half for Doc. And now we have them.
This came
It
in
was
February.
recent. Yeah, I think you're right.
I believe February, I want to say February 17th this dropped.
Yeah, I think so. Melinda says, with this announcement, and this is what I was talking about earlier, I wonder whether or not we'll get the Marty 2.0 from Back to the Future. And Doc, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I wouldn't really be upset, to tell you guys the truth, if you guys, because that would give people an opportunity to get them again.
Now, honestly, I know there's a lot of people out there that say, hey, I want the Ecto 1 and I don't need the Ghostbusters. A lot of people out there that's like that. And I get that. This right here, I don't necessarily, I think it's the same way. You really wouldn't need, this could be a display piece, like Denobi was saying. This could be just a display piece somebody would have in their office and would be just a massive conversation piece without, it displays beautifully without any figures with it. Honestly, you want them to go with it because that, you know, creates the whole 1/6 scale. It creates the whole environment with it. But this you could display this by itself and you'll be fine.
Look how fast they R&D'd this bitch with even like the graphic arts on the box ready to ship in January in under a 12-month period. It goes to show when Hot Toys, when the fire's lit under their ass, they can get shit done. This is
yeah, because this is a quick turnaround. If it comes out in January, that means it was an 11-month announcement to customers' hands.
Kind of makes sense why they just, you know, kind of push Doc out, you know.
Well, you're right, because now you have a Doc Brown, so now you have a DeLorean, right? So I mean, yeah, they're not in sync because Doc Brown is wearing those white overalls technically shouldn't have a DeLorean with it.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? So like, oh, we finally got Doc.
Yeah,
and we're getting a part 2. Is like,
yeah,
I get it. Ant Collectible says this was announced in February or March this year. I screamed when I saw it announced and pre-ordered it in 60 seconds and went to McDonald's to celebrate. My man.
My dude.
Did you try to get the ice cream machine and it was broken? Let me know. Let me know. That thing's always down.
Always.
Charlie Unicorn's wondering why you guys keep beating around the bush the N1 Starfighter. I'm not. It's just, it's not here, so I'm not really talking about it tonight. I think it's coming.
I think so too.
I'm sure you've heard me say it many times.
My prediction was the first or second week of when the Mandalorian season 3 starts.
Yeah,
probably.
They have to drop it. They have to time it just right when the excitement is done right. So yeah, I say around March, the M1 Fighter. I wouldn't rule that one out yet.
Yeah, no, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Right, just during the, like you said, when season 3 is about to drop, that's because you want to ride the hype wave, right? You don't want to just drop something at a random moment in time, right? Which I totally get.
They want to capitalize off that hype, and I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
I get that. I totally get that, guys. Man, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to look through some of the chat. My chat sometimes doubles back too. It's freaking weird. But Chuck G in the house, dude. What is good, my man? Hope you're having a good morning. I'm assuming it's morning for most people. CT603 is thinking N1 is why they're pushing this out the door. Warehouse room.
Could be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
That's a heavy guess, but yeah, I would think. A fast turnaround. I mean, that's why it's kind of like it's safe to speculate that this could be a small batch, you know, just to fulfill their quota, like their contractual obligation to keep parasites off the IP, right? So,
well, that's very likely. I mean, there's all sorts of reasons.
I'm astonished that the R&D was knocked out quick, and they even had time to design the cardboard.
They did, but them damn cardboards, man. I don't know. I think I don't care what the reasoning is.
I don't care either.
As long as I'm getting it, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right. Now the opposite would be true if it was like a 2-year, 3-year delay.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, what's going on? What are your reasons? You know, but if you're telling me you're getting it early, fuck, I don't care what you did. I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? That's totally fine. Oh, 8-Bits, where did you guys get the picture from? Hot Toys Secret Base posted it.
Yeah.
I believe it was also on some of their social media outlets other than Facebook, but this was on their Facebook page. They probably posted on IG and Instagram too, but this is where I saw it. So I am, yeah, guys. I mean, this is pretty damn exciting, man.
I'm just impressed. I'm impressed with.
Yeah.
I mean, if when I'm looking at the final, I'm impressed. I mean, I'm just waiting to see the blogger photos, and I want to see if those lights on the dash light up. If they nailed that, they got me. Yeah.
Well, this is the perfect display, right? Because we're USB, we plug it in, it lights up. It's got the hover mode right there. You have it chill. You put your Doc and Marty there. That's a wrap. I mean, that's a wrap. Now, my problem is I don't have the first DeLorean. So, I have a Doc and Marty that just, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They're just going to chill.
They pose well by themselves.
Yeah, they do. They're fine, But you want to, because we have a Mark II, we really want to showcase that.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2, right? So, we're going to do that. I'm going to have, all the accessories out from, Doc and Marty because they come with so much stuff. You guys know that. And just kind of have a cool. I mean, you can have the hoverboard like just laying in the passenger seat with the door open. You can have the Nike tube and all this cool stuff, and just have them kind of
a great diorama.
Yeah, because they don't even have to be in the car. Right, I'll just have them near it, door open, accessories everywhere.
When they standing near it, it just brings it to life. That's the thing. You can have it, like I was saying earlier. If you don't have those figures, I think for people that don't have it, they still appreciate it just by itself. But when you have those figures next to it, it just brings it to life. It just becomes a diorama. No.
Well, yeah. I mean, in us growing up in the 80s, it's like this is where it's a little different, right? But I mean, obviously not, because I mean, with everybody watching tonight, man, it's still good numbers, man. People tuning in definitely are obviously fans of Back to the Future, because you guys definitely aren't here for my good looks. So there has to be, a demand for this, clearly, So I think younger generations would still probably like it anyway. But for those of us who grew up in the 80s, it's like this is
the shit we dreamed about as kids. I dreamed about this. I dreamed about having this as a kid, and just having the little janky, toys that we had that, our modern technology.
Well, CT 603 brings up a good point about getting it out before tax time, but I heard that same reason from a lot of other collectors using it for some other big ticket items as well too. Taxes is, tax check isn't going to solve everybody's problems, because I've been hearing that a lot. I go,
right. Well, that's true. Corey Bisak came here straight from pre-ordering the DeLorean. Pretty excited, my man. I'm glad, dude. I'm glad somebody else is here.
Corey, did you just pre-order the DeLorean because you saw the photo? I'm just curious.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if it was a coincidence.
Because I was kind of predicting a boom within 24 hours. Once the photo shows up, people that were sleeping on it, they're like, oh shit, it's inbound.
It's a lot of people that do. A lot of collectors do. I used to do it myself all the time.
When they see the photos,
it's out. Let's go.
Yeah. I've made this public though, but the Ecto 1, the first one, Blitzway, I didn't pre-order that until it dropped in Hong Kong. And then I quickly, that same day, I ran that site and I pre-ordered it.
Right. At that point, you're like, okay, it's here. It's badass. I need it now before it's gone.
I pre-ordered it, and then within a few weeks, they charged me, and then they shipped it. But just FYI, I was playing the wait game. So,
right.
I've been thinking about it since. Okay, so it wasn't because of the photo. I'm just trying to check with Corey if he was influenced by the announcement that it's inbound very soon. I'm just trying to gauge that. And he said he just discovered it yesterday, and he's been thinking about it.
Fair point. My dear Mandalorian Huntress, of course. I'm here for your good looks. Well, I know you are, my dear, but I don't know about anybody else. My point was, I think people are pretty excited. At least I hope they're excited. I think this is pretty. Yeah, this is pretty good. I was trying to see his comment as well here. Chat gets kind of mixed up sometimes on my thing here, but you were saying that he saw it yesterday, right? So, I just discovered it yesterday. I've been thinking about it since. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Like Jay said, it's like something, at least some of us, right? We wanted since we were kids. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? So it is.
Especially
crazy.
especially this version.
Yeah. I mean, this is the, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I will always, can you do it? Can you say it, man? Because Back to the Future 1, I would say was probably my favorite, but then, like, it's hard to say that because all three are badass.
You know what?
You know,
as a kid, it was for me, the nuance, all the little nuances in the first one. I liked the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But as a kid, and I think in 80 what was it, 88, 89 when the second one came out? I was a little bit older.
No, I think 89 was part 3.
No, 90.
Or 1990. Was
90.
it, did it just hit
90?
90?
Is when the 3 came out. Yeah, 90.
1985 was Back to the Future.
Right.
Was it 1988 was part 2 or 87?
I think it's 89. I think it's 89.
They didn't wait 4
if Oilers
years.
if Oilers Workshop keeps up with these puns, I'm gonna start deducting points off of him.
Oh, yeah. We're already saying. Let me look at the chat here.
I'm gonna have to start minus 10 points. I'm gonna have to the
oh, it's been Delorean has been yeah. Oh, that's good, man. Max, his brother Cousins was there when he was 18. He ain't aged one bit. He's still 18. Yeah, dude. Jay doesn't age, man.
Thank you.
89 was 2 and 3.
Yep.
88.
I think 90. I think 90 it came out. I swear it came out 90.
I mean, listen, we have the internet here.
You're right.
I mean,
89 part 2, 1990 part 3. Yeah, 1 year apart, filmed together.
I thought that's 1989 was Back to the Future Part 2. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. As a kid, the second one was like my jam. That was my favorite one. As an adult, man, they're all great. It's the best. Honestly, it's the best trilogy. It's the most solid trilogy ever made, in my opinion. That thing is. There's courses in college that talk about how perfect Back to the Future is.
There's a lot that went along with it too. Like, you got to remember, man, one of the things that they did at the time, not only storyline wise, but like just some of the visual effects they did were really cool. Like how they, like, do you remember when they handed, how did they do this? They had the, with old Biff and young Biff, for example, or things like that nature, like how they could like, kind of green screen, like they recorded, I forgot what they did, but they did something where they split the camera.
Motion cameras.
Right, but they did some weird shit where they split the camera in half and they had to make sure that everything could not move. Completely still. They glued everything down.
Yep.
Even the fucking camera, nothing can move. And then that's how they would like do, that's just the way they did the tack. Or like when he passes the almanac, they like passed it underneath, like on a stick that wasn't filmed. So like just weird trickery. Like they did a lot of cool shit that was practical at the time that was just kind of revolutionary. I mean, at the time you're like, oh wow, look at there's like future selves and dude, yeah, I don't know. It's always going to hold a place.
Dylan comment. Wait a minute. Dylan's causing trouble. I'm gonna have to get local Lou on here as the bouncer. We have to kick you out. You're not welcome in the bar.
Oh yeah. A place in my heart, but I still
local. Get him out of here. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's funny, man. Greatest trilogy ever, though. I don't know. It's up there.
I think so.
I love the
third movie. I didn't like the third. As a kid, I didn't like the third. I thought the first. I thought it was a departure, but as an adult, I was like, oh my god, the third film is a masterpiece. It's great. It's probably one of the best. One of the best. I can't say which one is. I would say the first one is the best one, honestly, but the third one is just as good as the second one, in my opinion.
No, they are. They are. I think all three hold up. It's just hard for me. Totally segueing off, but I don't know if it's my all-time favorite trilogy. That may be Lord of the Rings.
Really? Wow. That's what we
just because of how epic and expansive it is.
Yeah.
And how well it flows together at 4 hours a piece. With extended editions, like you get this entire world of Middle Earth there with like tons and tons and tons of story.
It is a good trilogy.
Favorite kid. It's hard, because there's like the Indiana Jones trilogy. There's the classic trilogy. There's a lot of trilogies out there.
I would say Godfather, but 3 was not that good.
Yeah, I enjoyed part 3. It's
what's Star Wars,
it'd
dude? I don't know.
Part 2 would be 1, part 1 would be 2,
kidding.
would fall in second place, and then part 3 would fall in part 3. Part 3 had some good, it had some good moments. It was so, and I know there's Doc Brown says he couldn't find a place to land a DeLorean at the end of part 2. This is bullshit. He goes, I'm gonna have to circle around, and Doc, you're flying in a lightning storm and you're stalling for time. Land the fucking thing in the lightning storm. Like, there was things that just like, there's a lightning storm and you're flying, and I know that the almanac needs to be burnt. Land a DeLorean. Quit hovering around in a lightning storm. Land. He said he couldn't find a place to land. He had to circle around. No, there was plenty of spots to land. It's kind of like Titanic and Rose and Jack. There was space for Jack on that plank.
Right.
Oh, of course. She was just like, nah, later. Yeah, exactly. No, I get that. Yeah, straight perfect level railroad tracks isn't straight steel. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And then
it's true.
and then the lightning storm shorted out the hover converted circuits, but not Mr. Fusion. But that was the two things that were integrated when Doc Brown went into the future that he had retrofitted with the DeLorean. Is he added Mr. Fusion, and they were both interconnected with the hover converter, because that's what powered the time circuits in the hover. But yet the hover malfunctioned, but yet Mr. Fusion still worked to power the time circuits. So there's a little bit of reason.
You have to have some suspension of disbelief. I mean, but I get that.
Yeah,
no, I get that. You're right. You're like, that didn't really make any sense.
You'll find holes.
As a kid, you don't get it. As an adult, you're like, shit's not starting to add up now.
Right, you missed something. This is a little funky. Bruce Leon, my man, what is good, dude? He says, just paid in full. Thank you for the added hype, gents. Now just waiting for my 4 rooted jokers to ship. Woo. Well, hell yeah, man. I know you're gonna love it. We're all gonna love this. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. And I'm not trying to sound corny, but I really think it is, right? Because like there's a lot of other stuff that we can buy and we get and we enjoy it and we collect it. But then when you get something timeless like this, to me, this is timeless, right? This is like your Ghostbusters, your Back to the Future. I don't know. There's plenty of stuff from the 80s. It's our time, but it's also a timeless thing.
A lot of this new shit will come and go, but the classics, man, it's time. Like you said, it's time tested. You're right.
It is withstood the test of time, and you've got new people, new generations coming in, watching this, finding it for the first time, right? Streaming services, things of like that. Did I make a pun calling it timeless? Maybe I did. Maybe I did, good sir. Goonies. Yeah, of course Goonies is another one, but, we don't have any Goonies. I think that would be awesome. Time Locomotive. Yeah, I mean, if they gave us the train, I don't know.
Second brother brought that up one.
I know he did, right? It's like,
and I'm like, bro, come on.
yeah. I mean,
come on. We talk about an M1.
Honestly, yo,
I don't even think I would buy it. I don't like the train. That was such a gimmick. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if Hot Toys did an official drop of the train,
well, I'd pick it up, but I don't
be like, I'm good.
I mean, clearly it would be added to the collection, but I would never hold my breath.
Well, clearly,
I wouldn't be like, a Bell Organa, no, come on.
Right. No, I get that, but it's more of a, yeah. Are we going to talk about Avatar? Probably not. I'm just keeping this devoted for DeLorean right now, because we'll probably wrap here in a little.
I'll talk about Avatar a little bit. Folks listening, I'm going to do a midnight stream. I'll cater to the international folks, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into DeLorean, Avatar, and what the future holds. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I look forward to it. But yeah, I'll probably talk about it on my own. Denobi's going to do one in an hour.
I saw Avatar. Did you see Avatar, Jay?
Yeah, I saw it. No, I didn't see the movie yet. Actually,
I loved it. That was great.
I actually was going to go today, but something happened and I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm all about Pandora.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I just have not yet.
No.
So, I mean, I'm not too sure, man. Yeah, sloth.
Me
Hell
too,
yeah,
but
I would
it's
take a
like a week.
sloth. Yeah. Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably gonna wrap, man. I know 130 people are still in here. We could probably talk about this all night, but we got stuff to do. If you're new into the channel, you could probably watch the replay. And if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Road to 5K. Subscribe to Brother Cousins Toys Review. Subscribe to Denobi too. Go check Denobi out. Like you said, you're doing a midnight run here in about an hour. He's probably going to talk a little bit more about this and the Avatar drops from Hot Toys. And I don't think I'll be doing much this week unless something drops other than Saturday night. We're going to have our New Year's Eve, stream Saturday night. That's going to be fun. And anyway, guys, be safe out there. Have a great rest of your night. And we will see you in the next one. Peace out.